Hi everyone, it's Tammy from TLC. Welcome to another episode of FAQ Friday. Today's frequently asked question is, why is it necessary to do a specialized intervention for a student who has dyslexia and not just do regular tutoring that reinforces what they're learning in school? Well, first of all, it should be multisensory, because if a child has dyslexia, they're going to need information presented to them in a different way. We either learn visually, we learn auditory with our hearing, or we learn by touching. So an example of tactile learning would be to manipulate sounds. We want to show the student that sounds are represented by symbols. So we start off with just the sound and we touch them. So we go, let's say the word cat, we'll go k, a, t. So an example of visual learning would be to represent the sounds with something that they could touch and look at. So we could color code. So we could go k, a, t. So we're color coding. We're doing the consonants yellow and the vowels pink. And then we could actually even go a step further and represent them by the symbols. K, a, t. It's really getting it in that child's brain. And then again, another tactile example could be teaching kids that sounds can be manipulated. So they could read this, k, a, t. Then you could replace the C and replace it with something else. Now it's bats. Now you could switch these around. The child could do it. Now it's tab. So there's a whole bunch of things that the child can do. They can manipulate sounds, they can move them, and they can practice. So another reason why we use specialized intervention is not only is it multisensory, but it also needs to be introduced in a systematic way. You have to introduce it in a sequential pattern so that the skills can build on each other. So now for the third part of a specialized intervention for students with dyslexia. You must be explicit. So you have to teach phonics rules explicitly in isolation. So there you have it. There's many reasons why specialized intervention is the way to go when you have a student who has dyslexia.